If you're a diabetic and your sugar is still high despite meal prepping, this episode is for you. You're eating healthy, what they told you is healthy, but your blood sugar is a mess. The weight won't move and your doctor is talking about adding meds. Let's call it what it is, frustrating as hell. Here's the thing, it's not your fault. Most meal plans out there weren't made for diabetics, and today I'm breaking down 3 meal plan mistakes that are quietly wrecking your blood sugar, even when you think you're doing everything right. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Dr. Yaz, triple board certified endocrinologist and obesity specialist, and today we're tackling meal planning mistakes for diabetes. So today we're going to be diving into the 3 mistakes I see diabetics make all the time. The first one of which I was guilty of when I was struggling with diabetes and weight loss. So mistake number 1 is eating clean but not balanced. So let me guess, your go-to meals right now are grilled chicken, broccoli, and brown rice, or maybe oatmeal and fruit for breakfast, or a big smoothie packed with berries. Sounds healthy, right? But if you're a diabetic, that approach might be spiking your blood sugar. Now here's why. Meal balance matters more than food labels. It's not just about what you eat, it's how you build your plate and even how you eat. So if you start every meal with carbs, even healthy carbs like brown rice or fruit, your glucose is gonna spike and your insulin will shoot up. So a few hours later, after the insulin brings the sugar down, your energy levels crash. You're tired, and then you're craving food, and you're hungrier than ever before. And that's a cycle that most of my patients are stuck in. So how are we going to fix this? When you eat, what I want you to do is start with the protein and fiber on your plate first, and the healthy fats. And then I want you to do carbs last. That one shift, called nutrient sequencing, can lower your blood sugar spike by 30 to 70%. So if you're eating rice, eat it after chicken and vegetables and maybe a healthy fat like avocado or whatever you're using, maybe olive oil. Another example would be if you're having fruit, pairing it with maybe a hard-boiled egg or Greek yogurt. It doesn't have to be complicated, but it has to be balanced and sequenced, okay? So I want you to eat in the right order. I want you to make sure you have protein, fiber, and fat to balance out the carbs you're eating, even if they're healthy. Healthy doesn't mean balanced, it doesn't mean sequenced. And if you're a diabetic, you need to sequence your food and you need to have the plate balanced to balance out those carbohydrates, not to eat them on their own. All right, mistake number 2 that I see my clients doing all the time is not planning for real life. See, when you're, say, a teenager, like, just going out and spontaneously going out to eat, right? Portion control, all that can work. But if you're diabetic and you're not planning for real life, you're not going to be able to pull this off. So when you're not planning for real life, you can have the perfect meal plan, right? It can be prepped in your fridge. But if you don't follow the plan for spontaneous stuff, life will wreck your progress. Let me give you a real example. Last week, one of my online clients was waiting for her ride after work. She was starving, and she ended up going for Panda Express. And she told me, I didn't get anything bad, just the teriyaki chicken and fried rice. Sounds decent, right? Wrong. That combo has over 120 grams of carbs. So between the sugar glazed sauce and the fried rice, her blood sugar shot up to over 400 points. And then she crashed hard 2 hours later, needing insulin to bring it down. Now here's what I told her to do differently in the first place. I want her to look at it like this. Hey, when I'm going to work, I have a ride that's going to be picking me up. If my ride were to not come, what am I going to eat instead of my planned lunch? Okay, and so when you're looking at it that way, I showed her how to look up the menu on Panda Express, and I showed her what the best options when it came to carbohydrates were on the menu. So guess where? Guess where we wind up? And this happens, by the way, all the time. Not just Panda Express, but P.F. Chang's, Chick-fil-A. You got to look at that kid's menu. She got the grilled teriyaki chicken, mixed vegetables, no rice on the kids' menu, and that is under 20 grams of carbs and totally balanced. And so her blood sugar stayed completely stable when she did that. And so now she told me she went back to Panda Express another day where life happened. Her ride didn't come on time. She had to eat. And her blood sugar stayed perfect. Long straight lines on that CGM, or continuous glucose monitor. And this is what I mean when I say plan for real life. You will have moments where your kids want fast food, or you're going to a birthday party, or your coworkers are going to order pizza for a birthday party, in your office. So what I want you to do is know that these events are coming up, or when you're tired or craving something salty and sweet, go to it. Have a plan, right? Have a go-to plan, even for the spontaneous moments. So example, say you're craving something and you know it's going to spike your blood sugar. Make sure you're sequencing it with protein, fiber, and fat. You've heard me say it time and time again. You need to sequence your food. So if you want to have a treat, that's fine, but plan for it. Don't be spontaneous. Sequence it and then enjoy that treat. Another thing would be keeping emergency protein snacks in your bag, like jerky, a cheese stick, nuts. And then the next thing I'd want you to do is pick your safest option at your top 3 takeout spots now, so you're not guessing later. So if you know in your area or wherever you live, the 3 places you order out the most, have your go-to meals, look them up now. Have them written somewhere, put them in your phone, but have what you're gonna have if that happens. Don't just wait till last minute and then order it and hope, you're gonna guess the right thing on the menu. You just won't. So going back to the example about pizza, say pizza's coming, right? It's gonna be the same pizza you have in your office all the time. It's not a pizza you're craving or that you love because you're so sick of eating the same office pizza anyway. What I want you to entertain is don't show up starving. Eat something small first, like a small protein-packed snack. Not only will that take the edge off the sugar, but it'll take the edge off your cravings and give your brain time to think. See, planning doesn't mean restriction. It means you stop relying on luck. So mistake number 3 is forcing breakfast or starting your day with carbs. Listen, your blood sugar is already high in the morning sometimes, and the last thing you need is to throw a granola bar or a fruit smoothie on that high sugar. You don't have to eat the second you wake up. When it comes to breakfast, what matters is what you eat when you break your fast. So whether that's 6 a.m. or 11 a.m., the rule is the same. Protein first, always. Start with eggs, Greek yogurt, a protein shake. Not cereal, not toast, not oatmeal and bananas. Those may work for someone else, but not for you as a diabetic. For diabetics, the first bite of the day sets the tone for your blood sugar all day. Don't mess it up. What I always tell my diabetics is this. When you have a car, right? Most cars run on gas, but some cars run on diesel. A lot of people run on carbs, but diabetics, we run on protein, and that's our diesel. Okay, so we run on diesel, we don't run on gas. I don't care if it's superior grade or whatever grade gasoline it is, it won't work in our engine. Our engine needs protein, our engine loves fats, and our engine loves green vegetables. So my advice is when you break your fast, whether that's at breakfast or at lunchtime, start with protein first. It will level out your sugar the rest of the day, I promise. Now, these aren't just small mistakes. They are the hidden habits that keep your sugar high and your energy levels low and your progress stalled. If you've been making any of these mistakes, don't beat yourself up. You're not broken. You're just following a plan that wasn't made for your diabetic body. To help you take control, I've developed a diabetes mini course. And for those really ready to take control and reverse their diabetes, I've developed the Diabetes Reversal Method app. This app is designed to assist you in managing your blood sugar, tracking your meals, and providing personalized guidance tailored to your needs. You can find it in the App Store by searching Diabetes Reversal Method app. Download it today to balance your blood sugar and lose the weight for good. And if you're tired of guessing what to eat, hit that subscribe button. This is where we get real about reversing diabetes, losing weight, and finally feeling better. No fluff, no gimmicks, just what works. I'll see you in the next one.